What's going on, guys? It's Greg from ECD, and today we're going to give you a full string tutorial for our Rebel defense head. Really love this head and how pinched the face shape is, but how stiff it is. It's gotten a great response from defenders so far. And this is the pocket that we've been recommending. It's the same one that ECD pros Mike Simon and Matt Dunn are using the MLL, and they've been loving it so far. So for D guys, we like to recommend a little bit of a higher pocket. This is mid to mid-high, and what that's great for is ground balls are going to fall really easily into the deepest part of the pocket, so you get control of it much quicker. Also has a lot of control for when you're taking the ball to the field, which the Rebel defense is definitely built for. And also when you're throwing those long clearing passes or shooting, you could use a little extra whip when it's at the end of a 6-foot pole. So I've got a deep mid pocket that does shift a little bit. For shooting strings, we're recommending kind of whatever you want. One nylon, one straight works. Use work as well for the MLL guys. But let's get right into the sideball pattern for this. All right, so we've got our top string on the second sideball hole. We're going to go down to the third and start with our loop. So we're going to take the sideball string, go through the outside, then through the first diamond and mesh, looping back around to that same sideball hole to lock it down tightly. And then I like to go through twice sometimes just for a little extra security. Make sure as you're playing, going through your season, it's not getting any looser. So lock that down and then back through the mesh hole one more time, and you've got your first diamond locked down. So now we're going to take the second diamond and mesh and skip 2 sideball holes, and then we're going to do a knot to pull it down nice and tight, start to form our channel. So sideball string through the outside of the sideball, through the mesh, and then back around through the back of that loop, and then make sure you get all the tension out of that. Pull the mesh diamond down really tight, and then pull your knot really tight. So over time, it'll stay really tight. That's going to pull that mesh diamond down by skipping those 2 holes. Next, we're going to do another knot, this time just skipping 1 sideball hole. Again, make sure as you go through, pull it down nice and tight, get it nice and snug, pull all the tension out of the knot, and then 1 more knot, skipping 1 more sideball hole. Doing this, skipping these holes, pulling these knots down the head is going to help create that channel, which gives you some more accuracy, helps keep the ball on the stick, add consistency, just all around a good thing. So you can see there we've got our 4 knots, nice tight channel going on, and now it's time to start forming the pocket. So we're going to have a little bit of a higher pocket here. We're going to go right into a double up. So up and under the next hole of mesh, and then without going through the sideball, up and under 1 more, making that double, and then go in through the next sideball hole just to make sure that's bunched up nice and tight, and we'll start to form that pocket depth nice and high in the head. Then we're going to go down the head with singles. So you're going to do a 1, just through 1 diamond and mesh, into the next sideball hole. Make sure you set it after each one. Then another single, another diamond and mesh, and right down to the next sideball hole. Now we're going to finish it out with 2 more singles, skipping a hole between each just to space it out a little bit so the pocket doesn't bag out too much. So skip a hole, come down to this one, and then for my last one, I like to go through the back of the mesh, just like that, just to make sure it stays nice and smooth. And then for this one, you're going to go from the inside out on the sideball hole, so you can make sure you tie your knot off. I like to do a little loop at the end here just to make sure it stays nice and tight and doesn't pull the knot looser, and then finish with a knot. So there you have it, guys. That's a sideball pattern for this stick. If you need help with the top string or the bottom string, we'll link some tutorials down in the description. We have ones that are generic and should work for 9 diamond and regular bottom strings. We did our standard one on the 9 diamond row. If you want the pocket to shift a little lower, you can just bump that down to the next 10 and tighten it up a little bit. So we've got it here with 1 nylon, 1 straight on the 9 diamond rows. For all you guys who have to use the 4-inch rule, this would be a great setup. And overall, this is a stick that we really highly recommend for you D guys, LSMs, even short stick D middies. So let us know what you think down in the comments. If you have any questions, leave them there and we'll make sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.